On the 5th of June each year, the United Nations celebrates World Environment Day, and in 2015 the theme is 7 billion dreams, one planet, consumed with care. In the context of our ever-growing global population, this is a timely topic. Of the world's total population of 7+ billion, there are 3.6 billion people living in cities today, a figure that's expected to rise to 6.5 billion by 2050. We need to almost double the urban capacity of our cities in just 35 years. This raises enormous challenges for the way in which we interact with and rely on our natural and built environments. As we celebrate this year's World Environment Day, I'll be asking the simple question, how can we do more with less?
World Environment Day is a really important time to stop and think about how we can all do a bit more using a bit less. We all know that the planet's resources are finite, and yet it seems so easy to be drawn into an existence of hyper-consumption, even just by going about our day-to-day lives. And as engineers and designers, we can play a significant role in designing projects that consume resources in a more sustainable and responsible way. We can also do more as individuals too.
We can all make a big difference by the products we choose. Most of us recycle, which is great, but we need to do a much better job at buying recycled content products. This has a great impact on the energy, water and finite resources we need to make these products.
Within our worldwide NDY family, I am constantly inspired by many of our staff who want to live more sustainably by doing more and better with less. It's no coincidence that our younger engineers form a major part of this group. People who are passionate, environmentally aware and wanting to deal with our immediate and future challenges.
I think as an engineer of the new generation, we're expected to be innovative and we're expected to challenge social norms. So I think through new, socially challenging and innovative engineering solutions, we can affect change. And I think we have to affect change because we have the power and it's our responsibility. We're responsible for future generations. We're responsible for providing them with clean water and clean air, just like I want to do to my kids and grandkids.
As a leading global engineering firm, we are well placed to be strong advocates for encouraging awareness and action for the environment. Each year, our sustainability report, based on the Global Reporting Initiative framework, allows us to be transparent about our own behaviour by measuring our energy, water and waste, and reporting on a wide range of other material issues, including our corporate social responsibility.
When we think about the theme of this year's World Environment Day, supply chains are crucially important in this. If we think about consumption, we need to think about what we're putting into our buildings, around the materials and the products such as the carpets, the materials and the fabrics on our chairs, the lighting, the paints. Well, where did they come from? What's the cradle to grave of those products and materials?
Cbus itself is a member of the World Sustainability Council. Our CEO is part of the committee, and part of the charter for Cbus and Cbus Properties sustainability and environmental. In the first instance, our mandate is to, of course, return profits to our members. However, sustainability is of utmost importance for Cbus and Cbus Property.
What I encourage everyone to do is to pause, to think about how we can all do more to reduce, to reuse and to recycle, and in doing so, to minimise our impact on our incredible planet. This not only makes absolute sense in terms of conserving the world's precious resources, it also makes smart economic sense as well.
The charter that we've established in respect to consultants and builders and the selection criteria of that charter not only talks about sustainability, it talks about safety, it talks about OH&SE, it talks about environmental, and most importantly talks about its materials. But the charter also looks at, if you can't source a product in Australia, where are you sourcing it from?
We've also seen it in our Cartridges for Planet Art program, where Australians have recycled over 28 million printer cartridges. And that demonstrates the power of individual decision making adding up to a big result. Planet Arc is all about giving you positive actions you can undertake in your daily life, whether that be planting trees with friends and family for National Tree Day to improve your local community, or improving recycling at work by going to our business recycling service and learning about all the things that you can recycle which are currently going into landfill.
Plant Your Paperback initiative that we run is an initiative that we partner with external companies to find volunteer opportunities for NAB employees to be engaged in. So this Plan Your Paper Back initiative is particularly interesting to us because on World Environment Day we mobilise a large group of employees to head out to Phillip Island, and we spend the day planting trees over there. And we think this is particularly important for us to help to connect our employees with the greater cause. So with the Plant Your Paper Back initiative, we've now run this since 2010, and since that time we've now moved on to using recycled paper within all our offices.
Everything we're doing is about the built environment. We're building roads to get people to cities, to build communities, to take people to hospital, to schools, to shopping centres. It's all around the built environment. What we need to do is reduce the impact of the built environment so it touches lightly on the earth. And that covers our energy consumption, water consumption, material consumption, but also how we personally are consuming. And we need to think about that. And where's the built environment can also take a role in how we think, how we're consuming.
As individuals, we need to be aware of our own carbon footprint. With every small change that each of us makes, we collectively contribute to a future which is more sustainable.
Change starts from being aware of what you do in your daily lives, so having an awareness of energy efficiency, your carbon footprint, water resource development around where you are, turning off the taps, for example. Small things like that contribute to one large goal, which is to conserve the natural resource of the earth.
One of the other things we are particularly excited about is the climate bond that NAB has just issued. So this is going to be a $300 million bond, which is going to be available to finance renewable energy projects. And through financing those renewable energy projects, we estimate that a total of 3.9 million tonnes of emissions will be avoided.
What I'm excited about is with 7 billion people, we've got 7 billion people worth of ideas to harness, to drive change, to innovate, and to create great environmental outcomes for the future. With the new wave of engineering and innovation coming through, we've got real opportunities to generate long-lasting results for ourselves and our clients and the world environment, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
The beauty of working at Norman Disney & Young is that we're not just 600 people, we're the entire industry. That's the power we have, and by communicating, collaborating with architects, structural engineers, builders and everyone in the industry, we can make serious changes to the entire built world.
So we have been engaging external parties to certify our buildings as Green Star rated. We now have 75% of our commercial building portfolio as Green Star certified.
I think we live in an exciting time right now because we have the technology and the tools to do more with less.
As UN Secretary Ban Ki-moon says, although individual decisions may seem small in the face of global threats and trends, when billions of people join force in common purpose, we can make a tremendous difference.
We can see that changing the way in which we design and use the built environment leads to significant energy efficiencies whilst reducing our reliance on natural resources. So by consuming with care, achieving those 7 billion dreams can become a reality.